Good morning, I'm Amy and I'm here with Pastor Ron and Pastor Laura, and we are here to do our worship preview for you all.
So this upcoming Sunday, September 28th, we begin worship at 8 a.m. in the Barnes Memorial Chapel. Our chapel service is a brief worship and opportunity to gather together, hear the scripture reading and sermon from Pastor Ron, celebrate the sacrament of communion, and just join together for worship on Sunday morning. So 8 a.m. in the Barnes Memorial Chapel is our early worship. We invite you to join us as well for our 10:15 service here in our historic meeting house. Our 10:15 service is a vibrant worship with wonderful music. This week, during our 10:15 service, our children will be in the chapel for Children's Chapel. And so if you come with little ones with you, you can drop them off at the chapel on your way to worship in the meeting house. As well as we celebrate the sacrament of communion, and the children will also receive communion during Children's Chapel. Our 10:15 service is live streamed, so you can join us online live on Sunday morning, or it is archived to watch later in the week.
So this week we continue our journey through the Old Testament. We move this week to the book of Exodus and meet Moses, who God calls to proclaim that God will set the people who have been in slavery free. And God speaks to Moses in the passage we will read from Exodus chapter 3, which is a common thread through all the stories we've read through the Old Testament, how God speaks to us in various ways. For Moses, it's a very unique way. He's tending sheep on a mountain, and he sees this bush that is burning but is not being consumed. And at the end of the conversation with God, Moses asks God for God's name, and God tells him God's name, and that will be kind of the focus of my sermon on Sunday morning.
This Friday we have a family fun game night coming up. It is in Memorial Hall from 6 to 8, and I suggest bringing a snack.
And we also just want to make sure you're aware we are quickly approaching apple harvest. So that is the first 2 weekends in October. There's many ways to volunteer, either to help during apple harvest or to peel apples during the week, or to just bring things and drop them off for apple harvest. So take a look at those signups and make sure to mark your calendar. We will not meet for worship on site during apple harvest. We have 2 different places where we will be on October 5th and 12th. So we look forward to apple harvest and just to seeing you in person soon.
God bless.
God bless.